Alright, so I'm just going to briefly go over what it is that you need to do for the CPO Acceleration Lab that we're doing today. The instructions tell you that you need to attach your ramp. If you'll notice, the ramp has one end where the marble would go flying off into the air and another end where it would catch your marble. Make sure you put the catching end down on the table. Please notice that the way that I attach the ramp has the peg on the opposite side of the pole. Otherwise your ramp will be unstable and that could cause problems. Alright, so the instructions tell you that you need to take photo gate A, this is your photo gate, and place it at the 30 centimeter mark. So starting from 0, you're going to find 30, and you just twist the little knob to tighten it. The second photo gate goes on to the 60 centimeter mark, and it refers to them as photo gate A and photo gate B. You're going to need to plug these photo gates into your CPO timer box, and that's how we determine which one is A and which one is B. So the photo gate that you have at the 30 centimeter, make sure that that cord goes into the port that lines up with the letter A. And then, obviously, the 60 centimeter goes into B. So your timer has different functions. You're going to want it on the interval function, which should be the default. Make sure that you reset your timer when you begin. So it's asking you to take your marble, and you should only have to drop the marble one time. You're going to place it at the top of the ramp. Make sure that you are reset, and you're going to allow the ball to roll down to the end. It's asking you to collect some data down here on this table from the CPO timer box. So when you need the time through photo gate A, you're going to select the button so that A is lit. It should be a green light. The value that it gives you here is the amount of time that it took for the marble to pass through this object. So that's the number that you write down as your time. When you need the time for B, you simply push A again to turn the light off, select B, and that number is the amount of time that it took to go through photo gate B. Now, in order to finish our lab, you have to also find out how much time did it take for the marble to go from this photo gate to that photo gate, and that's going to be referred to as A to B on your chart. All you do is push the button so that both A and B are lit. That will give you a third different time, which will tell you how many seconds or what fraction of a second it took to get from one photo gate to the next. Then on the back, you are being asked to create a graph. I will help you in class with the numerical values and the scaling of your values. But it's asking you to take your data from the chart and make your own XY coordinates, so that you end up plotting 2 dots on your graph. The amount of time is your X value, and the speed that you calculate on the chart is going to be your Y value. So if you'll notice, it says that the time is 0 seconds. That's going to correspond with how fast the marble is going through photo gate A. So your calculation for the speed through this photo gate is the value that you will put as your Y coordinate, and then you will graph that. So on your graph, that very first dot will be at 0 seconds time. So it should be on top of the Y axis. The second time is going to be the amount of time that it took to get to this photo gate. So let's say that it took 0.12 seconds to go from here to there. Your X coordinate would be 0.12. And then your Y coordinate is going to be the speed that you calculated when the marble passed through photo gate B. How fast was it going? That's the speed that you would put in your Y coordinate here. So if it were going, and I'm just completely making up a number, if it were going 0.3 meters per second, then that would be your Y coordinate. So now you have an X and a Y. You'll follow the X axis to 0.12, you'll go up the Y-axis to 0.3, you'll plot that, and that is where your second data point goes. Then you'll simply draw a line, a best fit line, you're connecting the dots there. to tell what the trend was and the change in its velocity, and then answer the following questions.